All right, Loco sports fans, we are going to talk a little bit of wrestling today. We got Coach Ashley Powell from May River High School who has put on his tournament director hat this week and been busy trying to get ready for the biggest wrestling tournament in this area for sure, and one of the biggest around the region at Christmas time and New Year's time, the Shark Invitational over at May River. And Ashley, we were talking a little bit before we went live, but 35 teams, you had 36 and one dropped out at the last minute, but 35 teams, over 400 wrestlers. This is going to be quite a showcase. Tell us a little bit about, some of the teams that are coming in, both local and from out of state that are going to be, competing this week.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you having us on. We start tomorrow. Tournament starts at 11:30 a.m. Weigh-in start at 10. We'll try to get done about 7 or 8 is our goal on Thursday night, and then we'll proceed to start weigh-ins at 8:30 on Friday morning, and hopefully we have everybody out there about 3 or 4. We got 35 teams. We got 5 states represented. We got a team all the way from Pennsylvania coming, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. They came last year. They're much better than they were last year. They got some really, really good kids. They are really, really, really tough. We got a couple, obviously a majority of our teams are from South Carolina. We got a bunch from Georgia right across the border. Then we got one down in Florida and one from Tennessee. So overall, 5 states, 35 teams, right at 400 wrestlers. About every bracket is full at 32 man. We got one bracket is slightly over 32 as we speak. But every bracket is right around 28 to 29 wrestlers. So it's going to be a long, but I think very, very good event for our area.
What a treat for wrestling fans here in the Low Country. This is the biggest wrestling tournament we have seen in this area, and attracting teams from all over the Southeast and beyond. Just tell me the process of setting this up and how excited you are to watch all this quality wrestling talent compete here in the Low Country stage.
Yeah, well, I think one reason it makes our tournament successful to run and bring is the area that we live in. We try to, market it as an opportunity for the kids from out of state and even the upper part of state to come down and enjoy what we thought was always good weather down here, but it's been pretty cold the last couple of days. So I don't know if it's going to be much different from Pennsylvania. Obviously it will be. But, we've got a beautiful area. People aren't very familiar with it. They got opportunity. You're 20 or 30 minutes from Savannah, 20 or 30 minutes from Hilton Head. It's just an awesome area to attract people to generally. And then I think, just connections that we've had amongst our state. And then Mike Newton used to run his Coastal Clash deal where he got up to like 50 teams that he used to run all the way down in Charleston. And we try to stay around 32 on a host site without having to go somewhere else and, kind of piggybacked off of some of his ideas and things that he did to make the tournament so successful in our area. And, just started contacting people as early as middle of last season and, and kind of kept the people that we had and added a couple here late. But overall, I think just trying to stay on top of it and trying to provide a good product for coaches and a good hospitality room. We got an absolute amazing parents who were going to cook a lot of food and provide a lot of food for our coaches. So for coaches, that's pretty important. The wrestlers don't get to take advantage of that, but the parents and, the coaches absolutely get to eat several good meals. And we actually had one very, very, very generous donor from our public just recently, 2 days ago. We were running short on one meal on the last day, and we wanted to just get wings, and he offered up to about 1,000 wings for the coaches. So huge shout out to that guy locally. He doesn't ever want to be named, but we appreciate him, and it's incredible to have people who support us like that down in this community.
Heck yeah. And, it also helps to fill out that field. That it seems like we've got another new wrestling team or two every year around here with new schools, schools starting programs. So, looking down the list, you've got pretty much everybody locally coming in, including some of the newer SCISA programs, the Colleton Preps, as well as Bridges Prep, Thomas Hayward. So let's pivot a little bit and just talk about wrestling in the Low Country and the growth that we've seen, here over the past few years, and where you see it going, because it seems like all those newcomer programs are starting to get their feet under them a little bit.
Yeah, it's been amazing, and we're always supportive of those new schools, particularly those private schools who are trying to create a program to give those kids an opportunity, because I feel very strongly about the importance of wrestling and what it does for young men and builds them and women as well, and the core values that you learn from the sport, dedication, commitment, sacrifice, team. There's so much, and for those schools to add it just gives those young men and women at those schools another opportunity to get a very, very valuable life lesson, I think, that the sport of wrestling provides. So we're ecstatic about the growth of our sport. Ryan Hummel just came back to our room 2 days ago. He was our first ever wrestler at May River, and I'm not sure that if it wasn't for him, we would ever have a program. Obviously would, but he recruited the hallways for us. He made sure we had kids on our team, and we started off with about 17 or 18 our first year and dropped down to about 16, I think, we ended the season, and right now we have about 38. So, it is a growing sport. It is a tough sport. It demands a lot. What people don't realize is, we practice all the way up till the Thursday before Christmas, and we had to practice the Monday after Christmas, literally the day after. We have to practice right up till Thanksgiving or the Sunday after Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? So it takes a lot of commitment from parents to understand the value of it, but I think people are figuring that out now, how incredibly important and valuable the sport of wrestling is. So we're incredibly thankful for the new schools around us and wrestling.
Yeah, that's awesome, Coach. You got to be excited for what's to come this week. I mean, what an opportunity for just not just these top wrestlers compete right here in the local, but a chance, for some of your athletes and some other guys in the loco to kind of watch the best compete and watch them hone their craft and kind of see what they're made of to help your own guys continue to improve. So, I think it's a win-win situation for everybody.
Absolutely. There's gonna be some good matchups. There's gonna be a bunch of state champs versus state champs in the later rounds, and at the end of the day, man, iron sharpens iron. So that's what we're hopeful for.
Yes, sir. So we'll keep you posted on the best times to get out there. Check us out on Twitter. We'll try to keep you updated on when the semifinals are starting and stuff like that. So you can get out and check out some good wrestling because, like Coach said,
thank y'all for so much y'all do for locally, not only for wrestling but for all sports. Man, all coaches are incredibly appreciative of the time and dedication that y'all put in to spotlight these kids, and we can't thank you enough.
Well, thank you so much, Coach, and don't be worried about going to May River. Coach is not sick. He's allergic to every kind of grass on the planet.
I am allergic to every kind of grass, man. I have no idea. I thought I had it fixed for about 25 years now, and it keeps coming back, so I can't figure it out. But we're good to go.
He's sick. He's just coughing from the grass. So get out to May River, watch some wrestling. It's going to be great. And thanks so much, Coach. We'll see you on the other side.
Thank you all. Thank you. Yes, sir.